Good afternoon. We begin with that breaking news. Longtime Rochester City Councilman Adam McFadden was arraigned in federal court this morning. McFadden is accused of stealing money from Rochester housing charities as part of an elaborate scheme. That scheme was laid out this morning by James Kennedy, the U.S. Attorney for the Western District of New York. Christian Garzone was there and joins us now to explain exactly what McFadden is accused of. Christian?
Yeah, Mark, according to U.S. Attorney James Kennedy, Adam McFadden, along with George Moses, did knowingly commit wire fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit those actions. This all occurred while Moses was chairman of the board of the Rochester Housing Authority. Together, they caused Rochester Housing Charities to enter into a contract with Capital Connection Partners, knowing that services would not be performed under that contract, and knowing that most of the money from the contract would be diverted by wiring funds. Don't forget, Moses was also charged with lying to the FBI last October, a charge that still stands. The total amount of money in all this transferred around, according to Kennedy, was about $87,500. From State Street, Mark, I'll toss it back to you.
All right, Christian, so news there as U.S. Attorney Kennedy was explaining those charges against both Moses and McFadden. The councilman was being arraigned in federal court. Josh Navarro was there and spoke with McFadden and his attorney right after that hearing. He joins us now from our newsroom. Josh, what was their reaction?
Well, Mark, I just got back inside from the federal courtroom, and they were both in there. McFadden's attorney, Joe D'Amelio, asked if they could have more time since prosecutors now have new voluntary discovery that they need to review over. We did caught up with both of them as they were walking outside of the federal court building. Here's what they had to say.
At this point, it was just very preliminary. It's a criminal complaint. It's not an indictment. My client maintained his plea of not guilty, and we're going to proceed in that fashion.
They have an opinion about what happened. I have an opinion about what happened. It'll get worked out in court. But right now, I'm not going to be hiding in my community. I'm not going to hold my head down. I have faith that my hard work speaks for itself, and I'll continue that.
Now, the judge gave conditions that McFadden has to follow through this entire process. Some of those conditions include surrendering his passport and not allowed to obtain any type of travel documents. They're expected to head back in federal court on March 8th. Mark, back to you.
Josh, thank you. Swift reaction today from Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren, who said in a statement, "No one is above the law," adding, "While Councilman McFadden's legal proceedings progress, I believe we must all respect his right for a fair and impartial trial, and he, like any other citizen, has a right to due process. As an attorney, I respect our legal system and know that it will work to deliver a just result in this case." City Council President Loretta Scott saying this of her colleague. She has yet to review the full allegations, adding, "I am obviously saddened by this news. I believe in due process and that everyone is innocent until proven otherwise." For a recap on this breaking story, head to rochesterfirst.com.